Hey, it's Cody, and this is Talk with a Badge, and today I'm hanging out with.
I'm Deputy Robert Hauk with the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office.
And where are we today? So I see a bunch of vehicles, I see a lot of cones. What's going on?
So we're at a place we call EVOC. It's our Emergency Vehicle Operations course.
All right. And what goes into the courses? What goes into this training?
So mainly we teach new recruits and officers technique. We teach them how to drive safely, how to operate a patrol vehicle, all the equipment inside, and how to do it with minimal mistakes.
So obviously we all have to follow rules and laws while we're driving. What rules and laws do you have to abide by? Is it the same set?
Yes, so there are two vehicle codes in California that allow peace officers to drive outside of the normal rules of the road that everybody else has to follow. But it's specific in its criteria. We have to be mindful of the public. We can't drive so out of control that we put them in more danger than what we're doing. And we have to have lights and sirens while we're operating in that capacity to let the public know that, you must yield to us. We're in emergency status. We're trying to get somewhere in a hurry, or we're chasing somebody or whatever it is. And then that allows us to go outside of those rules, but we have to do it within reason, basically.
Sure. Now, I obviously know the reason, but let's reiterate it. Why is it important for people to listen to the sirens and stay out of the way?
Mainly because we've got, when we're driving in that status, we've got so much other stuff going on in the car. Plus, we're, again, driving outside the rules. We might be driving really fast.
Right.
We might be chasing somebody that's really driving outside of the rules. And if they yield to us, it helps keep them out of danger, and it gives us a safe path to get to wherever we're trying to go, whether it's help somebody, a fire, emergency of some sort, something like that.
Sure. So let's talk about pursuits. I mean, we all see them on TV. That can get pretty scary,
Yes.
Not only for everyone else on the road, but you as well. What kind of training goes into that?
So out here we have what we call our cornering course. It's where we teach our pursuit driving. We teach them different techniques on how to safely manipulate the car. We teach them like proper distancing between the car in front of you so you don't end up having a crash. We also teach them what to look out for while they're also in pursuit. We have stuff like interference car. So we bring another car on the track that is like a citizen car essentially, and the student has to account for that. They either have to slow down, at some point they have to actually get that car to yield to them and go around it, different things like that. And we do it at daytime and at nighttime, so they kind of get both of just seeing headlights, and then they get where they can see like the entire car. We also do things like we take those big fire trucks over there and we park them on corners, and that creates like a blind intersection. Just like you would in the street. If there was like a big hedge or something, you can't just go blowing right by that. You actually have to stop, make sure it's safe, and then go, which unfortunately the bad guys don't do. So it takes a little bit of training on how to keep that yo-yo going.
How to navigate.
Yeah.
So what are some of the tactics that you use when driving these vehicles?
So we teach different ones. Like we teach maximum braking. We teach proper technique while turning. We teach what we call high visual horizon. So a lot of people, when they start driving really fast, they get tunnel vision, and everything is like just basically right off the front of the car.
Right.
So if something comes out in front of you, a car comes from a side road. I've had a car merge onto the freeway in between me and a car that I was chasing. So high visual horizon, we teach you need to look out. So like when we do this exercise you're standing in front of, we're not looking at the lights, we're looking at that water tower out there.
Got it.
Because that forces you to have a broad view of what you're looking at, so that you know it's coming before you even get there.
Sure.
If there's a turn coming, you know the turn's there before you get there. You don't want to find out the turn's there when you're already there, because you're already losing at that point.
Right.
And so, yeah, we teach high visual horizon. We teach the spacing, again, because if we're chasing somebody and they slam on their brakes, we want to have plenty of time to react so that we're not slamming into the back of them.
Sure.
We teach, another technique that we teach out here is we teach the the pursuit immobilizing technique. It basically pit, and that's when we actually spin the car to get it to immobilize, and that pretty much ends a pursuit for the most part.
So when does training begin for driving? Is it during the academy?
Yeah, so everybody that goes to our academy gets 4 days out here. They do various techniques. We have our slow speed techniques over here where we teach like maneuvering in tight spaces, parking, 3-point turns, parallel parking, you know, a lot of basic stuff. And then from there they move on to stuff like our accident avoidance and our braking drills where they're learning stuff at more of a speed. And that way they learn how to manipulate the car in an emergency. And then once they've done those things, then we move on to our cornering course, which teaches like code 3 driving, pursuit driving, and all of those things. So it's kind of like building blocks. We start them out, you know, with the slow speed stuff, you know, show us that you know how to work a car, because we get everything from people with lots of driving experience. And I've had people that, you know, this is their first or second year driving still.
Wow.
Yeah, so we get a broad range of different people out here, and so we need to teach the techniques at slow speed, medium speed, and then we start pushing the higher speed stuff.
Would you argue that this is one of the fun parts of the academy, to come out here and learn how to drive? And
so EVOC was like the most fun time I had when I was in the academy and in training throughout the years, and this was like my dream spot. So I finally achieved it, and I love it out here. This is the greatest part of the job, is driving. I mean, I love driving.
I mean, it seems fun to me. So does the training continue even after the academy?
Yes, so every deputy, sergeant, and, you know, they all have to come out every other year and take a 10-hour course out here, whether it be daytime or nighttime. And basically we run them through all the techniques that they learned in the academy, because a lot of the stuff we do out here, if you're not practicing it all the time, it's a perishable skill. And so like even just something as simple as high-low, high visual horizon, people start going throughout their day, going back to their old habits, and, you know, incidents happen. We get crashes and little fender benders and all those kinds of things that if they continue to practice what was out here, a lot of those could be avoided.
Right. Should we hit the course and maybe try a few of these exercises out?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
So this is what we call like the 180 bootleg. It's basically a 3-point turn, but in a tight space. Okay. Like if you were in an apartment complex or our jail or something like that. So the technique is you stay as far right as you can without hitting the cones. Hold go, don't hit cones. Cones are cars. When you get to right about here, put all your steering into the left. Stop. So your pivot point is your rear axle. So the front of this car is going to swing like this. Okay. So your danger is over here. Your aiming point is that green cone right there, that delineator. I'm going to put all my steering into the right. And I'm going to pivot around that cone, being mindful of these ones in the front.
Okay.
If you do the exercise right, which hopefully I do for you guys. So once you get straight, you just let the tires fall off the curb. And now we pull out. Now if you do it right, I should be able to open my door and not hit any of those cones.
Okay.
If you do it wrong, you'll be way over there.
Okay.
And you have to figure it out. So then now, all you gotta do, drive out. Think you can manage that?
I think so.
All right.
And I'm just swinging back through, right? We're gonna hit that. Oh, I think hold on.
So
I want to turn up
that's
here.
all. That would be a fail right there.
Right?
You
I'm like,
can't
I forgot
pull back
to...
forward once you started in
Oh, really?
reverse.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now I want to. So so I'm pulling up over here, right? That's the part that I missed.
Yeah, you missed a couple things. We'll go over it on the next one. Just try it.
Why is it beeping? Oh, because I'm going to hit that green cone.
Cody, I'm glad you drive a small Jeep.
I know. And now I'm just being awkward because I'm like, well, now I have to go
So
forward.
here we go. Can't do that either. That's another fail.
Okay, I failed. Is this even the spot?
Yeah, you're in the spot.
Okay.
But remember what I said before when you open your door?
Yeah.
What do you think
I'm
you're
gonna
going to
hit
do?
the cone.
Yeah. There is a way to get out of this though.
Okay.
All right, so put it in drive. Turn your wheels all the way to the right. Come up onto the pavement. All right, stop. Oh, a little far.
Okay.
All the way to the left now. You're probably going to tag that cone or that cone on the way out, but you'll be all right.
Don't hit me, Cody.
Nice and slow. Just hold it.
Yeah, I'm the pedestrian here.
Oh my God.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I really
Just
think
hold
I'm-
it. You'll see how little it actually takes.
Okay. We're in pursuit. Gotta get him.
So we get right here,
Yep.
touch. There he goes.
That's actually so fun. And it really wasn't. I was
No,
expecting it to be like more like a crash.
Violent, right?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Just a little nudge.
All right, so now it's our turn.
All right, now we're gonna get pitted.
And we'll just coast. Here it comes. Ready?
No. This is more fun than a roller coaster. Not that I ever want to be a criminal getting pitted, but and you don't either. All right, that was a lot of fun. I want to thank our partners at the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. I'm Cody, and this is Talk with a Badge.